don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. There's something about the way she laughs and the way she always dances when she thinks nobody sees. And when she's gone, I miss her so.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my May monthly reset and plan with me. It's actually May 1st at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I had intended on starting my monthly reset earlier, but it feels very weird for me to do a reset like a week in advance before April is even finished, just so that I can edit and upload a video to come out before the new month has begun. I know that's how most people do their resets, but how can I fully recap how April went and go into the next month feeling like everything's been accomplished if I'm shortening my days a little bit? Plus, it's just been a crazy busy week. So it is now, again, the first day of the month, and I'm actually really enjoying the way that I'm doing it today. I wanted to do like this part, like this intro part of the video sooner, and typically if I had taken a normal lunch break, I could have done this during my lunch, but I had therapy today, so that was not an option. But instead, I just decided to take you through my day like a normal kind of vlog would be. I started out this morning by making some coffee, and then I had a meeting this morning and I didn't have to have like camera on or anything. So while I was participating in this meeting, I just sat down and worked on putting stickers in my planner. I haven't done the full like filling out the planner portion, but I finalized yesterday my planner stickers for the month of May and kind of some of the stickers I like to put in all of my weekly spreads. So the rest of the video, I'm going to do this portion right now, which is where I just want to reflect on April, and then go later and I'm going to fill out my goal planning sheet that is inside of my planner, and then we'll go to the computer where I will go into my monthly goal and habit tracker that I use. Well, that's where we'll kind of look at whatever goals I can check off for April. There's not going to be much that I think I can actually check off though, and then we'll set the goals in the goal and habit tracker for the month of May. So let's go ahead and reflect on April. I want to start by talking about what I feel like did work. Again, we'll get to the habits and goals later, so we'll see what didn't work when we get to that portion. But I just want to start my reflection on what was positive. And what I wrote down last night was April threw a lot of curveballs at me, but I handled them really well. Even when things are not going perfectly, I was able to maintain a positive outlook and move forward. And I think that's a really great way to describe April. April threw a lot at me. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what like all the curveballs that got thrown at me in April. If you want to know, you can go back and watch my 60-day challenge update video, because I go into more detail about all of the many curveballs. But let's just condense it down and say work, health-wise, just a lot of busyness that I wasn't expecting. But I'm really positive about it. And I mean, obviously, I'm not happy that I've gotten behind and that I'm not always achieving my goals, but I'm not feeling like this epic failure. They can't do anything right. I just look at it like, you know what? What progress did I make? I got really good about tracking my meals in my tracker. I got really good about planning content didn't get good about filming content, but I got really good at planning content. I read more this month than I have in the past like 6 months. So again, there are a lot of positives that happened, and I'm really happy about those. And it's that positive mindset that is allowing me to push forward and to go into May, which is going to be crazy busy. I have so many things on my calendar for this month, and I'm so excited for every single one of them. And I want to be like busy. Okay, so now let's break down some of my favorites from the month. So the first thing I want to start with is a favorite memory. And I would say my favorite memory from this month is definitely the movie marathons that I had with the boys. I did post a vlog which was just like my weekend vlog, but I was sick with COVID and it did not feel great. But I had so much fun with the kids. Like when we do like movie stuff, we have like little snacks and everything. And we watched 4 movies in like 2 days. It was great. And even though it would have been great to have had those memories without being sick, but being sick allowed me to find other ways of still being able to engage with my kids and have fun when we couldn't go out and do things. We couldn't go out and play because we had to just stay in the house. Maybe in the future, like I feel like when I think about this, I'll probably forget that I was sick and I'll just remember watching a bunch of movies with my kids. And they're so funny. So if you want to see more about that weekend, you can go watch my vlog. Favorite TV show is Boy Meets World. So for TV, I don't want to get into a big bingeable series that I have to watch multiple seasons of back to back to back because I go down a rabbit hole. And if I start something, I will not stop it. So right now, in real time, I'm only watching Suits LA and Found. Oh, and then Wednesdays, I get to watch The Valley, which is the Vanderpump Rules spinoff show. So those are the 3 shows that I'm watching. But then I did start Boy Meets World with Jason. I actually saw like a clip on like Instagram and I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch Girl Meets World because I haven't seen it before. And I went to put it on, but then Jason was asking questions. And I realized like I haven't seen Boy Meets World since I was a kid and I've never watched all of it. So I started putting it on and Jason loves that show. Jesse usually will just go watch something on YouTube. He doesn't really care. He'll watch some episodes with us, but he's not like, I can't miss an episode, whereas Jason is. So every night we try to watch at least like 1, sometimes 2, depending on what we have going on. But he was very clear. I cannot watch any of it without him, which makes me so happy. And it's great. We just snuggle up and we watch the show. And because the kids in that show are not much older than he is right now, he's able to like ask questions and we can have conversations. And it's just about like that quality time with him. And as much as I would love it if Jesse wanted to be a part of it, I also think it's good, especially as my kids are getting older, that there are certain things that Jason is not interested in that I can do with just Jesse, and things that Jesse isn't interested in that are good times for me and Jason to spend quality time together. Because when you have twins, so much of what you do is together. So having that one-on-one individual time with them, I think is really great. So music, I have no new music that I have listened to this month. I would say the one song that has been on repeat is the song I Am by Baby Tate featuring Flo. Is it Flo Milli? Because it's the one that says like, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I am that bitch. I listen to that every single morning. My alarm goes off with that song and I listen to it first thing in the morning as like my affirmations. I got the idea from a like TikTok type video where it was a joke, but I'm like, yeah, that is such a great, like, that is a great daily morning mantra. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, and I am absolutely that bitch. So I'm so dumb. Anyway, so that's the song I probably listen to the most. Of course, after that would be anything on Torture Poet's Apartment because that one still lives on repeat. Favorite movie. This was tough because I watched so many movies with the kids. I broke it down into 2. Fast X would be my favorite like adult movie. I really liked that one. I talked about that in my COVID vlog as well and why I enjoyed it. It is cheesy. It is silly. These movies are completely over the top, but I really, really liked that one. And I'm excited for what should be the finale of the series. And then with the kids, I would say of the movies, we've actually watched quite a few since then. We've watched Inside Out 2. We watched Elemental during our movie marathons. They got really into Air Bud when they were at my dad's house. And so we've watched like the soccer one. I think that's the only movies we've watched together. And so out of all of those, I would say my favorite one would be Inside Out 2. It was really tied close with Elemental because I loved that movie too. But I just really like Inside Out 2. And I think that as somebody with anxiety, I really enjoyed how anxiety was represented for what that feels like inside your body. Oh my God, my battery died. Okay, so I have a new battery in. Everything should be good from now on. But yes, so my favorite creator is Stephanie So. Her show, Moral of the Story, she cracks me up and she can craft a story like no other. And Emily D. Baker, who is a law tuber. If you're interested in anything like true crime, pop culture, legal stuff, you've probably come across her as well. Both of these creators are huge. But Emily D. Baker is live streaming the entire Karen Read retrial. I watched the entire first trial. I have lots of thoughts and opinions. Maybe I will do a rant session in like a vlog or something if you want to know my thoughts. But right now I'm watching the entire retrial. So it's been really great for like work time because I can just put on one thing, 1.5 speed. It's with me the entire day from working to cleaning up after work and everything. That's going to last me all of May because we're only a week in and I'm pretty sure it's like a 6-week trial. So for my favorite product, it is, I actually just found this one. This is brand new for me, but this is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I have been on the hunt for a good foundation for literally years, something that works with my super insanely dry skin, that is lightweight, but looks good and is not super expensive. And I just picked this up because I wanted something that was kind of like a tinted moisturizer. And I found this and I am obsessed with it. It's so easy to put on, lasts all freaking day long. I did my makeup at 6 o'clock in the morning. And from what I can see, it seems like it's still on. So I really, really enjoy that. It doesn't feel heavy and it blends so well. So I'm really, really happy with this one. And then my favorite recipe, I actually am going to put these biscuits that I made. I've been watching also a lot of these like budget friendly meal planning videos because food is expensive. And one that I keep watching is this one girl that does like Dollar Tree videos. She keeps showing these like cheesy biscuit things and I didn't have those and I really wanted them with this like soup that I made on Easter, and I ended up making these rolls out of pancake mix. It was literally just like pancake mix and cheese and spices, but I changed the consistency so it was more like a dough. And they turned out so good. The boys really, really like them. I like them. They're so easy to make. And I always have pancake mix. So that I would definitely say is my favorite product. And then for my favorite book I read 3 books this month, 2 graphic novels. Well, I don't know. I think the first one I might have read in March. But so I think this month I read 2 books, 1 graphic novel, and then I finally finished Ben, which has been the beta read that I was supposed to do in November. And I just finally finished it like 2 days ago. So I would definitely say Ben. It is so good. I cannot freaking wait for it to be finished and published and to be able to reread it again and see if there's any changes. But any changes that need to be made, in my opinion, are very minor. The story is absolutely so good. And there were quite a few times that it made me emotional, which, you know, if it makes me emotional, I will like 5 stars every time. So it's such a great book. I'm so proud of my friend for writing this book and being so close to publishing. And I'm an asshole for it taking from November to April to do a beta read. But I'm just so blessed that I got a chance to like just read her words. So I'm really excited for that one. So those are all of my favorites for the month of April. So I actually have to run and grab the kids and then finish working. And then when I come back, we're going to finish out the goals and the planning and all the rest of it. So I will see you guys in a bit.
Okay, so it is a really long time later. It is almost midnight. I am probably looking like a not hot mess, and that's fine. Just to recap, like I picked up the kids from school, I finished work, I cleaned up a bit, I worked on my planner a little bit more. So I didn't pull out the camera for this because the boys were around. It was a lot of up and down and getting stuff done while they were like doing their homework, but I'm really happy with it. So this is what my weekly spread looks like. And now we're gonna do like the plan with me section of what I want these videos to be. So first we're gonna fill out the monthly view right now. I have the more detailed like computer habit tracker, so I'm gonna fill that out too, but this month at a glance just kind of helps me like map out my plans for what I'm gonna put in that habit tracker. And then this is how far I got today with my monthly spread. I have a lot going on this month. So the first thing we're gonna do though is I pulled up my 60-day challenge to see what those goals were and where I kind of am. So I did put down read 4 books, and I've already read 3. So this month I really only need to read 1 more book, but I am gonna put, for my goals, I am gonna put like read 2 books, because there are a couple of like shorter, not like self-help, but like self-improvement audiobooks that I wanted to listen to, that I could listen to like while I'm working or working out or something like that. I want to read Butcher and Blackbird for sure. So I'm going to put 2 books there. I do need to do my complete novel read through, detailed outline, and edit the first 4 chapters, which I really think I could do that. So I'm just going to put full writing goals, because I can break those down individually when I when I go to do it in the habit tracker. And then lose 10 pounds. I really don't think that's gonna be a tough one. That one's gonna be a tough one. But it's what I said I wanted to do, so I'm not giving up. So I'm gonna put lose 10 pounds. I know I lost 1 pound. I don't know if I still lost 1 pound. Consistently complete ideal morning and night routines. I think we have to decide what consistently means. If I have been this week slowly starting to like focus on my morning routine, night routine a little rougher, but my goal is, let's say if I can, basically there's 31 days. Technically, I think it was supposed to end on like the 25th, but we'll just say like 31 days for the month of May is what my goals are. Let's just say if I can in 31 days complete my morning and night routine 20 out of the 31 days, I think that shows pretty good consistency, because I'm already not today's shot, so we know I can't say 31. So we'll say 20 days morning and night routine. I think that would check that off for me. Set up systems and routines to help me reach my goals. That was kind of a weird way to put that. I'm gonna skip that because I think I've got a good idea of like the systems that I need. So what are my top priorities? I want to post 8 videos to YouTube. I'm doing 2 live streams with Inimitable Books, but I'm not going to count those. So I do want to start live streaming. I had one scheduled for Saturday, but then I lost my mouse. I still haven't found it, but I figured out an alternative that works. So I want to do 3 live streams. That gives me one day that maybe I don't schedule something. So 3 live streams on Twitch and YouTube. Obviously the book is a priority. But for top priorities, I'm putting that like on top of these other goals. And then I want to announce my secret project. And I'm putting that, it's actually secret projects, plural. So I have a lot of stuff that you're gonna see coming up this month. So if you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to do it. But also I have noticed that if you don't hit the little bell thingy, you don't actually see my videos for sure. Like you really, really don't. Now, if I accomplish all of these goals, like if I can finish my 60-day challenge and I can check all of those things off and like the overall goals, even if it was a little rough going, but if I can say that I did all these things and I can hit my top priorities, at least we'll say 95%, I'm going to buy the Taylor Swift Red Taylor's version on vinyl. Okay. I don't even know if I spelled vinyl correctly. I'm so tired. Okay, so to-do list, I'm gonna leave that part blank because I'll have to think about like the steps and the to-dos that I have to do. Affirmations, I'm gonna write, I'm a money magnet. I'm a good mom. No, I'm a great mom. I am a great mom. And I accomplish all my goals. Okay, so that's good for that part. I did put down a couple of important dates. So we have a lot going on this month. So let's go ahead and open up to my, oh my God. Oh my God. Let's open up here to my month at a glance. So I know I have an appointment. I want to grab some more stickers. I just like putting stickers and stuff. So I have these cute little, wait, where's the smaller ones? I thought I had littler ones. I do. These fit really nicely in these boxes. So I have a therapy appointment again on the 16th. I had one today, and then I have another one on the 16th. So I'm gonna put a little box there for my therapy appointment. The boys have quite a bit going on, but I'm gonna pull up the dates for their appointments and I'll fill that out later. I have on the 11th, that's when I have the live with Inimitable. And then the 25th, I have live with Inimitable. And then I do my live streams on Saturdays. So I'm gonna do one this Saturday. I'm gonna put live. I'm gonna do one. I think I am going to, because I said I wanted to do 3. So here's what I'm gonna do. On the weeks that I'm streaming with Inimitable Books, I'm not gonna stream on my channel. I'm gonna like break it up a little bit because that would be a lot. So I'll stream the 3rd, the 17th, and the 31st. I think that's a good plan. So that way I'm doing some sort of productivity live stream every month. It's just they're not all always gonna be on my channel. So I'll put that in there. I need to kind of map out where I wanna be with the book because I need to focus on that. So this weekend I think is a great weekend to do my read through. So I want to have, I'm actually off tomorrow half a day. So I'm going to start my read through Friday night. It's not going to take me that long because it's not that many words in my book. I think it was around 60,000, so it shouldn't take me that long. So I want to start my read through and I'll put an arrow because I want it to be done by Sunday. And then I want to have my outline finished because I wanted a detailed outline of anything that I need to change and fix. So I want to have that finished by Sunday the 11th. And then I want to have chapters 1 and 2 done. And then chapters 3 and 4 done on the 25th. I think that's a great plan. And I think that still keeps me right in line with where I actually wanted phase 4 to end. I'm gonna go through my content calendar. I have that mapped out, but again, I don't want to put that on here right now because some of that stuff might be changing, you know, but I know I want a video though to come up every Tuesday and every Friday. So like I'll put video, oh, actually we'll have more than 8 if I keep to the schedule because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And then Tuesdays I have a video and I'm writing in pen, which means I have to do it. So let's see, what else did I want to put on here? Oh, I need to put in all of the days off that I've scheduled for myself because I had a lot of vacation time that I needed to do. So I have a half day, half work day on Friday. And then on Monday, I have a 9 a.m. work start. And then Friday, I have a half day. And then I had a half day on the 16th as well, a full day on the 23rd, and a full day on the 30th. And then I'm already off on the 26th, so that's Memorial Day. And then the 19th, I took the full day off. So I think that's everything. Yeah, that should be everything. because I have a lot of time off because I have been at my job long enough to where now I get like an extra week. Since I've been there 3 years, so from years 3 to 6 you get an extra week. And I didn't use it up, so, and if I don't use it by the end of this month, I actually lose it. So, gotta use that up. So I think this is a good place to start. I have, again, I'm gonna fill in the boys' appointments. I'm gonna kind of get some highlighter. I have a highlighter, so I'm gonna color code things because I just wrote it all in black pen. And then I have like stickers I can kind of add to it later. But I think this is a good place to start. And then I've got this and I can just kind of continue adding to things as I go through. I have been not great about using my planner. I have a perfect system, but I don't always use it, which is kind of an issue. I was talking to my therapist about that today, and I was like, you can always tell my mental health is better when I'm using my planner. And then I have this whole thing where I was like, okay, is it that my mental health is better when I use my planner, or am I using my planner because my mental health is better? I don't know. So I think that's it for now. Let me look at this week. I pretty much filled it in, even though it's the week's almost over. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday doesn't have that much. The other thing I wanted to show you was this little box right here. This little like habit tracker. This is for weight loss stuff, or like exercise and food stuff. So track my meals. I put drink 4 waters. That's because I want to drink 4 of these a day. I want to start walking on my walking pad. I'm going to kind of shift around what my morning routine looks like from what I've kind of originally mapped out. And that's the thing, is I want to get into like figuring out what does my perfect morning routine look like. And I want to start walking on my walking pad 30 minutes a day, whether that's 15 minutes in the morning and then 15 minutes before, like in the evening. And then go to the gym just 2 days. So walking pad is 4 times a week, gym is 2 times a week. And then I have this like cool Pilates board. Now that I know that it is okay for me to work out like that, there's no reason why I can't, at least until June when I have my surgery, which it's gonna be a really easy recovery, but I'll still have to take it easy for at least a few days to like a week or something in the beginning of June. So that is pretty much it. I put in, you know, reading was finished Ben, but I can actually check that off because I finished the book, and then I wrote that even though I've already finished it because I did it this week and so I wanted it in the planner. And the other thing that I put on here in like the notes section, so just kind of give you like a closer, this is kind of what the week looks like. So in the notes I put these little like sticker things for every day. I'm gonna change up how I do it next week, I think, but so I can keep track of the weather. But I honestly don't know if I need it in here because I also have a weather tracker in my daily planner, but so I can just check out what the weather is every day, so I can always go back and look and see what the weather did that day. And then for weekly goals, I put read 20 minutes because I want to make that something I read at least 20 minutes a day. So for my weekends, I'm gonna fill out, I gotta figure out what my day looks like tomorrow. So I haven't filled out the to-do list on here yet. But I put off at 11 a.m. And then for Saturday, I have a busy day scheduled on Saturday. I put, we may be having like a picnic and play date with, the boys have a set of boy-girl twins in their grade, and their mom is a friend of mine. Like we met on the very first day of school last year, I think it was. Yeah, it was last year, or the very first day, my kid's first day, and we've been friends, and she's great. And so hopefully we'll be able to get the kids together this weekend for a little picnic and stuff. I'm gonna go to the gym at 8:30. I am doing my live stream at 10 a.m. and then the boys have to do their music lessons because they're trying to learn. Jason's learning violin, Jesse is learning the piano or like keyboard, but we haven't been very consistent with their lessons, and we had a long conversation about it the other day, and they have committed to doing it every single week. And then Sunday, I do have a final project due where I have to write the first I think like 5 pages or 4 pages of like a script for this fantasy story that I had to come up with for class this month. I really like it. It's actually really cute. I've never written a fantasy, but I like it. Sundays, the boys and I go get donuts. That's like a little routine. We also have just little things I try to do with them, and they love when there's a cute little local donut shop down the street. So I like to take them to go get donuts. And then of course I have to set up my planner for the week. So that's kind of what I have mapped out here. So that is it for my actual planner portion of the video. And so now we're gonna go into my room, turn on the computer, and fill out my habit tracker. Here are my annual goals. And then let's go to April just to see if I completed anything that I can check off. Read 3 books, graphic novel, and 1 novel. I'm just trying to think, like, I don't remember honestly if I read the first Heartstopper in March or if I read it in April. So I'm not going to check that off because I think I only read 2 books. I definitely didn't do that. I did not have any missed assignments, so I can check that off because I completed everything I had to. Did not do that. Did not do that. Did not meal prep every work day. I did do pretty good at meal prepping. Didn't do that. I did start a new skincare routine, so I can check that off. I didn't do that. I did pay off 2 bills. Update, but didn't do that. I didn't do that either. I didn't do that. And I did call them to lower my internet bill, and I ended up not wanting to change the plan. So I'm gonna check it off because I tried to. I didn't technically complete it, but I did do the activity that would have made that goal happen. So actually, I don't feel oh, I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna check it because I didn't actually lower my internet bill. I didn't do that. I didn't do that, but I did gain quite a few of you, and I appreciate every single one of you. I definitely didn't do that. Also, I'm sorry. Where do we see people's just regular posts on Instagram now? Because like, I'm tired of only logging into Instagram and seeing reels. If I just wanted that, I go to TikTok. Like, where are the pictures? I want to see carousel posts and pictures, and I don't see any of that shit anymore. Like, every time I was trying to go to the home feed, like I was literally trying to find photos today of like people, and I literally couldn't find them. Everything is just reels, and I want to see pictures. I'm gonna check that off, but now you know what it is. I'm actually going to blur this out because I don't want you to see what some of these things are. So there's going to be a little blurry thing over here. I didn't do that though. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I did do that. I just didn't do them. Didn't do that. I did do my new moon ritual. I did not do that, or that. I didn't do any of those things. Okay. So there's a lot that I didn't check off, but out of the 33 goals that I set, I achieved 7 of them. All right, so let's go ahead and just set up our goals for May. So let's start with writing goals. We know I'm going to complete my read through. I'm going to outline changes, or full book outline, and then I'm going to edit 4 chapters. I'm going to post I'm going to post to Instagram. We're going to say once a week we're going to say 8 times. We're going to just say 8 times. I'm going to fill out the rest. There's a lot, the rest of this is secret. Oh, and then for career, I'm just going to put complete all SEAP tasks. You don't need to know what that means. That's just something for work. It's season end action plan because my season is ending and I have an action plan of things I have to complete before I go on summer leave. Financial goals. I'm going to actually budget for May. Stick to budget. And that's it. And then wellness goals. What did I put for wellness in April? So a lot of this is just filling out the same thing, right? So lose 10 pounds. I want to have 25 days of tracking meals. Meal prep every week. Prep every Sunday and Wednesday. And then I want to do treadmill or walking pad at home 4 times per week. Gym workout 2 times per week. We're gonna say tarot card. I want to do it at least 3 times a week. Start journaling. It's part of my nighttime routine, so. Okay, so that's good for my spiritual goals, career, budget. Okay, so now let's look at personal goals. So I'm gonna put read 2 books, complete 60-day challenge, or finish 60-day challenge. No missed assignments. I'm gonna put that again. I'm gonna actually put this to wellness goals because it's part of like my mental health is, I'm gonna put therapy twice a week. Or twice this month, therapy 2 times this month. And then I'm gonna put keep up with my nails, because one of the things is like having my nails done, even though I just do them at home, it makes me feel better about myself. It makes me feel more confident, more feminine, prettier, all the things. And then they fall off and I just don't put them back on. And everything just kind of like spirals, right? So I want to get better about keeping up with my nails. And I want to do my makeup at least 4 times a week. Because again, when I get up in the morning and I do my makeup, I feel more confident and I feel prettier. So do my makeup at least 4 times per week. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So I only did 25 this month. Yeah, I only did 25. There are a few other goals that I want to add, but I can't put them on here because they are surprises. So I'm feeling really good about this though. For the breakdown, I have 5 personal goals, 6 wellness goals, 2 financial goals, 6 career, social media, writing goals, and 7 spiritual goals. I will say that career, social media, and writing is going to get, I think, like 4 more goals added to it. So that will put me at exactly, because I'm at 26 goals set actually. So that'll put me at exactly 30 goals, which I like things to be on an even number. So that is it for my May monthly reset and plan with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, friends, you know what to do. Go write some words, read a book, and set up your planners. And I will see you guys with a new video very, very soon. I'm going to bed now. Bye.
Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.